Good morning, students. In the previous classes, when we had studied about chemical kinetics, we had calculated the values for zero order and first order reaction respectively with their formulae. But there is one more aspect to calculating the orders for a particular reaction by using the table method, which is this method. Now, till around 2017-18, we were getting questions in board on the table format. Okay, it's only that a couple of years here that this format has not come in the paper, but I still feel that there are all possible chances that this may come in the paper. Okay, so we will understand today how to calculate the order by looking at this data. Now see, first of all, your observation is that these two columns indicate the concentration of the respective reactants, while this indicates the rate of the reaction when the individual concentrations of both the reactants is given. Now, one observation which you need to have is, if you see here, in this particular column, we have two concentrations which have the same values. Again, here, we have two concentrations which have the same values. Okay? So, while you are solving this type of a question where you have common values in both the cases, there is a particular method which you need to follow, and now see how we need to do this. Okay, so again we need to fix on one thing. Okay, so suppose if we are taking the second column, okay, so in the second column we will be fixing the concentration of B for two different reactions. Okay, so when we are writing the rate law for this type of a numerical, how we'll write is that rate. Okay, now here see, we are fixing both these values. Okay, so we'll have to take the values of A for 0.1 and 0.5. So for the first reaction, the rate is equal to K A raised to power X and B raised to power Y for this particular reaction. Okay, so this will become the R1. And then we have the R2 where we again have K, A raised to power X and B raised to power Y. Okay, so you are going to take two values where we are getting the common value, right? Now, what you have to do is, you have to take the ratio of both the values of rate laws. Okay, so now we'll be placing the values. So rate for the first case is 4 into 10 raised to power minus 4 is equal to K. Concentration of A is 0.1. So 0.1 raised to power X, then 0.1 raised to power Y. Okay, so this is for this case. Now since we are taking the B concentration common, therefore we will take the third value. So the third value is 1 into 10 raised to power minus 2 is equal to K. Again 0.5 raised to power X and 0.1 raised to power Y. Okay, so any which ways we have to calculate the order. Now what you have to do is you have to cancel off the common values. So K is cancelled off and this value is cancelled off. So ultimately what are we getting? We are getting 4 into 10 raised to power minus 4 upon 10 raised to power minus 2 is equal to 0.1 upon 0.5 whole of X, which can also be written as 1 by 5 whole of X. Now here when you solve, okay, so this value will go up. So what we will get? You will get 4 into 10 raised to power minus 2. Okay, so if you are getting 4 into 10 raised to power minus 2 is equal to, this will be 0.2. So this is 0.2 raised to power X. Now, if you multiply 0.2 into 0.2, you will get 0.04. Okay. So here, if you are getting 0.04 as value, so the value of X will be what? The value of X will be 2. Okay. So this is the first part where you are getting the value of 2. So the order with respect to A, okay, was coming as X equal to 2. Okay. So with respect to A, order is 2, right? Now the other way around. Now what we'll take? We'll take the common values of the concentration of A and calculate the order with respect to B. So same method. So now here if you see, we have the third and fourth values which are common. So we will be taking these values. Again, so what we'll write is 1 into 10 raised to power minus 2 is equal to K. In A it is 0.5 raised to power X and 0.1 raised to power Y. Okay. And again we'll write 1 into 10 raised to power minus 2 is equal to K. This value will be 0.5 raised to power X and 0.5 raised to power Y. Again cancel off the common values. So when you're cancelling off the common values, what are you getting? Getting 1 is equal to 1 by 5 raised to power Y. Anything raised to power 0 will be 1. So therefore the value of Y is equal to 0. So with respect to B, the order is 0. So therefore total order of reaction is equal to 2 plus 0, which is equal to 2, and the rate law which will be written for this particular reaction will be shown as this. This is the rate law for the particular reaction. Okay students, so now this is the second variety of question in the table format. Now as a point of observation, if you see here, in the last question we had common values in both the columns. But in this case, I am not having a common value in the first column, but it's only in the second column that I am having the common values. So, okay, if you get a question like this, then there will be a slight different approach, not in terms of mathematical calculation, but in terms of analyzing the data and then giving your answer. So, your approach for solving this question will be, now see, for the first case, when the reaction is taking place for the first time between A and B, then the concentrations of both the reactants is same and we are getting a particular order, the rate, which is 2 into 10 raised to power minus 2. Now come to the second value. Now if you see here as the second value, the concentration of A has been doubled. The concentration of B has not been changed, and even the rate of the reaction has not changed. Okay, which means that if we are altering the concentration of the reactant A, there is no change in the rate of the reaction, which means the rate is independent of the concentration of reactant A. Therefore, with respect to A, order is 0. With respect to A, order is 0. Because in zero order reactions, the rate of reaction is independent of the initial concentration of the reactant. So, if by doubling the value of A, if we are not getting a change in the rate of the reaction, that means A is having a 0 order. Now, if I have got one value for one concentration, then how do I calculate the same for the next one? Okay, because we are not involving any calculations. Now see, let's go ahead to the third values. In the third value, the concentration of A has been tripled with respect to the initial concentration taken, while in case of B, the concentration has been doubled. Now, since we have already summarized that with respect to A, there won't be any change. So, even if you multiply it by 100 times, there won't be any change in the rate. So, where do we check now? Now, in the terms of B, if you see, the concentration has been doubled from 0.1 to 0.2. But the rate of the reaction has changed from 2 into 10 raised to power minus 2 to 8 into 10 raised to power minus 2, which means it has become 4 times. So, on doubling the concentration of B, the rate of the reaction has become 4 times. That means, with respect to B, the order is 2. Okay, so with respect to B, the order is 2. Now, you will have to write this down. Why? Because on doubling the concentration of B, the rate increases by 4 times. Okay, so if we are doubling the concentration of B, the rate is increasing by 4 times, so therefore the order will be 2. Now, total order of the reaction is equal to 0 plus 2, which is equal to 2, and the rate law for this particular reaction will be written as R is equal to K, A